Now that we have added our object styles to our images in our two-page magazine spread, we're going to start working with text because text is the biggest part of this assignment. We want to place our text in these columns. So we have to utilize the three columns that we have on each page to place our text. So the first thing that we want to do is create our text boxes. So I am going to click on my type tool, and I am going at the top of the first column. I'm just going to start creating a text box that goes down the entire length of that column. And I'm going to continue to create them, even drawing them out, overlapping the images that I've placed. Because further down in the next tutorials and assignments, we're going to talk about text wrapping and making our text go around these particular items or objects in our design. So as I'm just creating these, and you can see that each one has the cursor pops up in each one. Now these are each considered individual until we go through the linking process, which we will cover as we're placing our text. So now I have three text boxes or six text boxes total, one for each column. And you can verify that by going to your layers panel, clicking on this little arrow here, and you can count that I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 text frames here, along with 4 images, 1, 2, 3, 4, that are all included in my design. So when you're looking at your layers, when you first go to your layers panel, it's going to look like this, but you're going to want to click down in order to be able to see those. So the next thing I do with placing text, I actually go to, I've just gone to blindtextgenerator.com and generated some lorem ipsum text. For this particular document, I've chosen lorem ipsum text, about 1,200 words, and I'm using approximately 12 paragraphs, and it's generated this dummy text over here for me. So I'm just going to click select all, and then I'm going to Control C on a Windows machine or Command C on a Mac, and I'm going to hop right back over to InDesign. I'm going to click in my first text box here, and you'll see my cursor appear, and I'm going to Control V on a Windows machine or Command V on a Mac. And you'll see that all of the text that I just copied was pasted into this one text column here. You'll also note that on the bottom of this text column, I got a little plus sign, which basically tells me that I have overset text. There are several ways that you can determine if you have overset text. One is going to be an error down here, or to run a pre-flight with window output pre-flight. So we're going to correct this because we have a total of 6 text columns here. So I want to make sure to use my selection tool, not the direct selection tool, the selection tool, the very top tool on our toolbar. And I'm going to click on this little plus sign here at the bottom that lets me know I have overset text. And when I do, it's going to load my cursor with more text, just like it did with my images. I'm going to click in the next text box and come down, and you can see that I have the plus sign again. So I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to click in the third text box, and I'm going to continue linking these text boxes in this way. So I'm going to hit plus here again. I'm going to hit it there, and I have another one, and I'm going to click on that there, and then finally here. Now, to be perfectly honest with you, I believe 1,200 words was a little too much because I do have images that this text is going to wrap around. So when it's all said and done, this text is going to be pushed down into this column, and I can address it now or I can wait until later. So for right now, we'll leave it as it is, and then we'll address the overset text later. Since this is lorem ipsum text, it doesn't matter how it is laid out. It would matter more if this was an actual article that you wanted someone to read. So that is placing text in our documents. So the next tutorial on this channel will be about adding text wraps to get your images, keep your images from blocking the text and keep the text from overwriting your images. So stay tuned next time, and remember, if you have to come back and revisit this tutorial, please do so as many times as necessary until you get this particular way of flowing text down and understand it well.